Coach. Thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. Hey, exit. 5.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play there on the first play of the game. 64 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Go.
On second down, here's Miller. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Kill. Greystone travel.
36. Whip. Watch the whip. Rush in.
Hey, Jack, lead dribble.
Miller. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
50, plant.
I got one. Check safety.
Recon, 132 fighter. Ready?
They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. 61, matchbox lights.
He's coming. Double up.
2.
They run for the first time with Justice Hill. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Miller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Shot. Henry. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He gets it to James White. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
So what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget Paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game.
I'm going to break it.
I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Leo! You gonna see me and you know.
It's a room to maneuver. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Bridgewater. This is White on the screen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 32 that time. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. First down, here's White. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Tackle made by Tyus Bowser.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Throwing on 2nd down. Bridgewater. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 37. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. A Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
He's pushed out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Mike, 56, right there, 56.
To throw again on second down. Bridgewater. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Bridgewater. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Tyus Bowser in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Got it.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play that time for the Ravens. 52 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Look, squeeze.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Lead Rivers.
This is Miller. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
60 outlaw. There.
Check 99, check 99.
Ready.
On second down, it's Miller. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Miller with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. As the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. First down, Bridgewater. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Here's White, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Bridgewater now. He'll get that one complete to Conner. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Here's Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To throw, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
Sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the gun, Bridgewater. It's complete. James White. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. 3rd and long for Bridgewater. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Tucker's kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is
do that?
I'm doing it, Now, this is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Right there, 56.
On 2nd and 12, Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Bridgewater to throw it. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. Looking middle, and that's complete. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Bridgewater, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And he will find his man on the outside. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. He's got White here. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyus Bowser, his 2nd sack of the night.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now Bridgewater. He gets this one to Johnson. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
50, play.
Brings us 2nd and 7.
Hard.
The 34.
Again, it's Miller. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
He'll look to throw. It's Hill, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. He'll drop to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Ready? 18, Gator.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Topper!
A first down carry now for Miller. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run it again with Miller. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Miller with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Bridgewater on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing is Bridgewater. Got an open man, it's Washington. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind, with him running the team, that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Throwing, Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Bridgewater. Johnson's got it complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. They'll set up a throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Bridgewater. That's complete to White. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. The Steelers on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Bridgewater now. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Miller. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellows up front in order to bring this one home.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven first.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
Someone blitz coming, and down he goes. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now Miller. He's had a big workload here tonight. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15.
60 Pittsburgh.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On the return, it's White. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run with Miller. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
They'll keep it on the ground. Miller. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Miller, 30 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take it in? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half.